Yes, indeed, Vlada. Two things very quickly. Yes, he mentioned Iran at the very end and says he won't allow nuclear weapons for Iran. Do you think that America is ready for another war? Do you think that what Donald Trump has been criticizing so far, that killing of people, bringing peace to the world, and now suddenly to keep Iran at bay from making nuclear weapons, as it has been perceived, do you think that America would accept it, given the approval ratings are going down?
Donald Trump has no desire to start another war. What he's proven is that he can solve many wars, which he has. I think it's been about 7, 8 conflicts that he's managed to bring resolutions in, and we certainly all hope to see a resolution in the Ukraine-Russia conflict. So no, I don't believe that Donald Trump has any desire to start a conflict with Iran. However, the United States also, I do not believe, will stand by idly while thousands upon thousands of people are being slaughtered in the streets of Tehran. And that is why I
Right.
think that we see a buildup. And I think in the next week, we're going to see some real changes in the region. But I do not believe that's going to yield a permanent presence in the region, nor a long-term conflict.
Right.
And just over the last couple of months with the protests, they've killed at least, it looks like 32,000 protests, 32,000 protesters in their own country. They shot them and hung them. We stopped them from hanging a lot of them with the threat of serious violence. But this is some terrible people. They've already developed missiles that can threaten Europe and our bases overseas, and they're working to build missiles that will soon reach the United States of America. After Midnight Hammer, they were warned to make no future attempts to rebuild their weapons program, and in particular, nuclear weapons. Yet they continue. They're starting it all over. We wiped it out, and they want to start all over again, and are at this moment again pursuing their sinister ambitions. We are in negotiations with them. They want to make a deal, but we haven't heard those secret words. We will never have a nuclear weapon. My preference.
Vlada, now, as they say, the past catching up. Donald Trump's recent comment and post on, Barack Obama and his wife, which was later on deleted, found a mention in this event also, State of the Union. Representative Green actually held a placard saying black people aren't apes. How do you see Trump administration handling these things popping up?
Well, first of all, we see that Representative Green has not missed a State of the Union and missed a chance to create scandal at the State of the Union. I think actually he was escorted out of the last State of the Union, if I recall correctly. It's certainly nothing new to see Representative Green. Now, regarding Trump and his statement, I do not believe that the president is racist. He would not be supporting him if the president was racist. What we saw was the mistake of a staffer that was addressed that came at the end of a screen recording. And that was an unfortunate incident. Representative Green and many other Democrats that we saw didn't stand up and even applaud the mother of the Ukrainian woman that was killed on the metro in Charlotte. And that's truly unfortunate and says a lot about how divided the nation is, but how much hate the Democrats simply carry for President Trump. And that is truly unfortunate because every American is going to benefit from lower cost of healthcare medicine. Every American benefits from having gas that's either $2 or under $2. Those are things that affect every American. And it's really unfortunate that the country has become so divided that there really isn't a sense of unity. And a part of that comes from simply hating Trump, the individual, not necessarily the fact that the policies are not working. I'm an immigrant. I came to the United States legally. I fought to bring my entire family during the first invasion in Ukraine in 2014, and I had to do it the legal way. And many of us support those policies. And I heard another colleague here mention the voter ID. When you go to the CVS pharmacy in the United States, you have to show a voter ID to even buy antihistamine medicine. You're telling me that the elderly now cannot show voter ID to go vote? That is absolutely unacceptable and disgusting, quite frankly. If you can't secure elections, you don't have a real democracy and you don't have a real nation that is thriving. What is there to say that we have a continued stable and democratic process? It's completely wrong. Elections have to be secured. And I saw some recent polling on this issue, and a large amount of Democrats across the board, bipartisan, support this issue. So I certainly hope that the Democratic representatives in Congress get behind this because their constituents do support it. And we certainly hope to secure American elections for future generations to come.
Subscribe to OneIndia and never miss an update. Download the OneIndia app now.